All right, folks, welcome to your yoga practice. Let me make sure, yep, mic is working. We always lose her at the bell, but we'll have a heap of Trudy blankets left behind us. All right, friends, it is Tuesday, June 23rd. Let's go ahead and begin on our backs today. So you can roll onto your spine. And as you get there, you might keep your feet on the ground. And hand to belly, hand to heart. We'll do some diaphragmatic breathing. Nice and slowly, let the breath come in through the nose. Pour all the way down to the low belly. You'll feel the belly rise, the rib cage splay out, collarbones lift, and then let the breath go again. And you can let it go from the top to the middle to the bottom if that works for you. Taking your time, and we're doing our best here to let the rest of the body be soft or be easy. So the neck and shoulders don't have any work to do here. Even the legs and hips can be a little softer, do a little less. While you continue breathing full diaphragmatic breaths, letting yourself really arrive here in the moment, I'll share another reading on the Lock and Key Sutra that we're exploring this week. So this translation is by Reverend Jagannath Carrera. By cultivating attitudes of friendliness towards the happy, compassion for the unhappy, delight in the virtuous, and equanimity and disregard towards the non-virtuous, the mind stuff retains its undisturbed calmness. So we've previously talked about the chitta vrittis, and yoga is chitta vritti nirodha, the cessation of the fluctuations of the mind. So many of those fluctuations come from us getting hung up on these locks, the locks of happy people, unhappy people, virtuous and wicked. And so the keys are to cultivate attitudes of friendliness towards the happy, compassion toward the unhappy, delight in the virtuous, equanimity and disregard for the non-virtuous. Good, let's do one or two more rounds of breath here. And now let's breathe in fully, so it could still be a diaphragmatic breath. Take your time. Body expands with breath. And then pause with a full breath while you let your knees fall to the left side any amount. Then start to exhale. A breath or two in this gentle twist. It does not have to be your full twist. The knees might just be shifted to the left side. And then we'll bring ourselves back. Full diaphragmatic breath in, legs are neutral. Pause at the top and let your knees start moving to the right, shifting the legs to the right side. Then breathe out as you bring yourself into a gentle twist, and we'll stay for a breath or two. Bring yourself back to neutral. Hug the right knee in towards your chest. Stretch the left leg long, and then let's hover the left leg above the ground. So core muscles are working here. You could imagine knitting in your rib cage. You might keep your shoulders and head down, or you might lift them so we're kind of crunched. Breathe, and then start to switch legs. Hugging your left knee in, right leg stretches long, and switch sides. Go side to side a few times. Really stretch the extended leg. So we're trying to work into some deep abdominal muscles, deep hip flexors. All right, you might see how it feels to bring the hands back behind the head. The legs can keep doing the same things, but then we'll start to twist. So the left shoulder or left elbow comes towards the right knee, moving through center, and then switching sides, right elbow toward left knee. A few times, side to side, really waking up our deep abdominal muscles. They will support us through the rest of the day. One more time, each side. And then hug the knees in, rest the shoulders and head. Big breath in. And as you let the breath go, feet can return to the earth, arms down by your sides. Walk the shoulders under your torso a little. So chest is puffed up. Feet pressing down, lift the tailbone off of the ground like a wave. The spine lifts up. Take a breath here, this bridge pose. And lower back down. Let's flow with it. So inhale, the hips lift, arms float up and overhead. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower down. One more time. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Open your arms out wide or like a cactus. Let the knees fall to the left side. Then draw the right knee up towards the left elbow. Big breath in and out. Come back through neutral. Let the legs fall to the right side. Breathing, draw the left knee up towards the chest or towards the right elbow. Breathe in. Let it go. And come back to neutral. One more diaphragmatic breath here, trying to soften the back. All right, let's make our way upright. You can draw the knees into the chest and rock up, or you can roll to the side, whatever works best for you. As you land in your seat, we'll inhale to stretch the arms out and up, look up. Exhale, float the arms out and down, look down. Breathing in, we reach up. Breathing out, we reach down. One more time. Good. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, twist to your right. We'll just pass through. So on your next inhale, return to center, reaching up. Exhale, twist left. Keep going side to side. Any pace that feels right to you. Good. And the next time you find yourself twisting to the right, we will pause there. The right hand is like a kickstand behind you. You could be on the fingertips, heart lifting, looking back. And release this twist. Lift up the heart, float the arms up, big breath in. Exhale, twist the other way. Give yourself a couple breaths. And return facing forward. Let's go ahead and stand all the way up. If you want to use blocks as we flow, you can grab them. All right, from the top of your mat, we'll pause to really feel the feet on the ground. You can roll the shoulders back and down. Try to lengthen the tailbone. You can engage the core. Like, I don't know, when we were kids, we'd brace ourselves and our friends would punch the belly. Do that. So we're lengthening the tailbone and bracing the core muscles. See if you could still be standing tall. Some opposing energies here. Inhale, float the arms out and up. Keep that engagement. Exhale, twist to the right, arms opening out wide. Maybe you can look back towards the right thumb. Press the right hip forward. All right, inhale, face forward. Hips don't move. Exhale, twist left. It'll feel like you're pressing the left hip forward to keep them neutral. Maybe you can look back towards that left thumb. And face forward. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, swan diving all the way down. Nice soft knees. Maybe it'd feel good to sway a little here, grabbing opposite elbows. Then hands can come to the blocks. If you want to use them, step your right foot straight back in space. Go ahead and drop the right knee. You could always add cushion or fold the mat over. Pressing the hips forwards and down, then start to look over your left shoulder. Hopefully you're feeling something really nice in the right hip flexors. Big stretch for the right thigh and hip, and a twist through the spine. Now we'll push into the left foot to stack shoulders over hips, torso lifting up. Still twisting to the left. The left arm can be reaching back and down. Inhale, sweep the arms up, face forward. Exhale, hands all the way to the ground. Go ahead and lift the right knee, ground or blocks. So now the right knee is lifted, runner's lunge. Push back through the right heel so we can try and find a stretch in the calf muscles. Still hopefully finding a stretch in the right hip flexor. Pull the heart forward. Then sweep your left arm forwards, up and back. You could settle in there, or you could keep the arm flowing, moving through a big circle, keeping the spine in a twist. Give it another breath. And then return facing forward. Hands coming down to the ground, step yourself into plank pose. Really push the ground away here. So we want to feel some engagement through the shoulders. Press back through the heels if the knees are lifted. One more breath. And then we'll lower all the way down. Pointing the toes back, roll the shoulders back. Inhale, lift the heart, cobra. Exhale to lower down. Inhale, lift the heart, stretch the arms alongside your head like Superman. Exhale, pull the elbows down towards the waist. Inhale to stretch. Exhale, bend the elbows. One more time. Inhale, stretch, keep the chest lifted. Exhale, pull the arms down. Lower the chest and forehead, give the hips a shimmy. Tuck your toes. Brace the legs, so go ahead and engage the legs, engage the core. Big breath in. Breathe out completely, then push up. Top of a push-up, we inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. And you can take any movement that feels helpful to you here. Some folks like to sway the hips. Some like to pedal the feet. Some like to immediately start going through some chaturanga if you want to build a little more heat and strength. We'll say 3 to 5 more breaths. Use the time however it best serves you, remembering that can always mean child's pose. Making sure we're not shortchanging ourselves on our breaths. Throughout the day, we might find ourselves in a more shallow breathing pattern, but right now is a great time to practice deepening the breath. All right, from downward facing dog, engage the core. We're really pushing the hands into the ground. Shoulders are strong. Start lifting your right leg up towards the sky into three-legged dog, then bend the right knee, lift it, and stack the right hip on the left. The right shoulder is kind of stamped down so that we still have that twist through the spine. If you're someone who has space for it and loves Wild Thing, you could step that right foot back behind you, flipping the belly up towards the sky. Just an option, just a breath. Returning to three-legged dog, we'll all extend our right leg. And then let's bring the right knee towards the right wrist, setting the leg down. Now, if pigeon pose won't feel right to you right now, either it's too early in the day or it never feels good to you, you could stay just like this, bracing yourself so we don't have much weight on the hip. If you feel open to it, then go ahead and settle yourself into pigeon, walking that left foot back in space a little perhaps. And then we'll try to bend the left knee. Big quadricep stretch. I'm going to bring a block under my left hand, or maybe even forearm to give the wrist a break. And then reach the right arm forwards, up, back, taking a twist. Some folks might be able to catch the left foot with the right hand. Do not worry if not. We'll give it a few breaths here. If anything feels painful or not right, you can work your way out of it, pausing in child's pose. Another full breath. And let's release. Facing forward, toes coming down to the ground. Step yourself right back into downward facing dog. Maybe a little swaying of the hips will feel helpful. And then staying high on the toes, we could sway the hips dramatically while we walk our feet up to meet our hands. Eventually, you'll find forward fold. On an inhale, we can lift halfway. Shoulder blades slide together. Look ahead. Exhale, fold down. Breathing in, rise all the way up. Big stretch to the sky. Let's hook thumbs, pull the fingertips up a little higher. Lengthen the low back. Squeeze the glutes to press the hips forward. Another inhale to reach higher. Exhale, little twist to the right. Inhale, face forward. Exhale, little twist to the left. Inhale, face forward. Exhale, we'll swan dive all the way back down. Hands on blocks or ground. Step the left foot straight back. Drop the left knee. Add cushion if you need it. We'll press the hips forwards and down. So sinking into that joint a little bit. And then start to look over your right shoulder. We're getting a gentle twist through the spine. Hopefully a pleasant stretch through the left hip flexors and quads. Give it another breath. All right, pushing the right foot into the ground. We're going to stack shoulders over hips. Reach the arms up and twist to the right. And then you can reach your right arm down. Keep breathing. I'm noticing this side balance feels much trickier. Sometimes we'll find that. One side feels more steady than the other. Give yourself another breath or two. And then return facing forward, hands down to blocks or ground. Lift the left knee. Press back through the left heel. Pull forward with the heart, breathing deeply. All right, stretch your right arm forwards, up and back, taking a twist. You can also keep that right arm moving if that would feel better. Both hands touching the ground, find your plank pose. You can stay in plank. You could also lower your knees. If you're up for it, let's really brace the core. Lower down to your left forearm, then your right forearm. Forearm plank, pushing back through the heels. Brace the core. Pushing down through the forearms. Keep breathing. And then left hand plants, right hand plants. Plank pose. If you're up for it, let's bring the right forearm to the ground, left forearm to the ground. Brace the core, push back through the heels. Big breath in. And out. Keep breathing. Plant your right hand, plant your left hand. Plank. One more inhale. Exhale, lower the knees, lower all the way down. Ah, how good to be on the belly. On an inhale, find a little cobra. Maybe this time we push the hands into the ground, roll the shoulders back, and lift the chest a little bit more. So strengthening or stretching out the arms so that we can stretch out the belly. And lower down. Give yourself a break. You could shimmy the hips. You could bend the knees, let the legs fall side to side. Toes to earth, press yourself back and up, downward facing dog. Just a couple of breaths here. We can always refine it by trying to lighten the wrists, let the head get really heavy, making sure our shoulders are engaged. We're pushing the ground away, so we're not kind of hunching into them, letting them slide away from the ears. We want them sliding up by the ears. Core engaged. And then let's lift the left leg up to the sky. Three-legged dog. And see about bending the left knee, lift it, and stack the left hip on the right. Left shoulder still rooting down so that we have a twist through the spine. And if you've got space and desire, and then we could step the left foot back behind you, flipping the belly up into Kamat Karasana, Wild Thing. After a breath or so, meet in downward facing dog, three-legged dog. Look forward, step or swing your left knee up to the left wrist. Shimmy that right foot back, so into pigeon pose. It's a whole new side, so check in. If the body doesn't seem to think this is a good idea, then trust that instinct. You can always come to child's pose or use the time for some other shape. Okay, if we're able to do our pigeon. So again, I've brought my forearm to a block. You can have your hand on the ground or forearm on the ground. We'll bend the right knee, pulling the foot towards the hip. Stretch your left arm forwards, up, back. Maybe you can catch your right foot. Don't sweat it if not. We're looking for a twist. If we're in pigeon, we're looking for a stretch through the quads. Breathe deeply. Give it another breath. And let's release. Make your way to downward facing dog. Give yourself any movement that helps kind of wash out any unevenness that you could feel in the body. And make your way to forward fold at the top of the mat. Bring the feet out a little wider. You could bring your hands to your belly. It doesn't matter our body size. We all have some adipose tissue here. So we could pick it up, squish it to the sides or even to the middle if the feet are out nice and wide. That way we can drape our torso down between the legs. Grab opposite elbows if that feels good. Return to your diaphragmatic breath as best you can. Good. On an inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold down. Take your time breathing in, rising all the way up. Stretching to the sky. Hooking thumbs. Take the opposite hook. Might feel a little funky. Reach up, up, up. Exhaling, twist to the right. Inhaling, face forward. Exhaling, twist to the left. Inhale, face forward. And float the arms down. Let's pause for a moment here in mountain pose, almost like a standing shavasana. Notice where you're feeling sensation, where you're aware of energy flow. And let's go ahead and come down to the mat, rolling all the way onto your spine. Feet planted. Arms can be any way that works for you and your space. And let's let the legs fall over to the left side for a breath or two. And through center and over to the right side. And through center. Go ahead and stretch the legs long. Move yourself into your Shavasana practice. Trusting, knowing that this time is just as valuable as the time in movement. Noticing if the mind resists that or if it deeply accepts it. You deserve time to rest. As you continue to rest another minute, I'll share a short reading. One of the most well-known of the sutras is the second one, Yogas Chitta Vritti Nirodha. The restraint of the modifications of the mind stuff is yoga. To the author, this is the linchpin around which all other sutras revolve. No matter what sutra we look at, it comes back to this truth. We experience union or yoga when the mind's whirlwinds calm down. However, as Patanjali, the author of the Yoga Sutras, proceeds through the first pada, or section, on contemplation, there arises what Swami Satchidananda called the Four Locks, Four Keys Sutra. Amidst the encouragement to practice devotion to all that is, Ishvara Pranidhana, followed by other devotional and contemplative practices, we find the locks and keys as a practical as can be sutra. It gives response to four major types of behavior people exhibit. The lock is a human behavior that can trigger these mind whirlwinds. The key is what keeps the mind unlocked from the whirlwinds to experience yoga or union. To try to keep the mind calm, we need to practice the key that fits the lock, cultivating attitudes of friendliness towards happy people, compassion for unhappy people, delight in the virtuous people, and equanimity towards the non-virtuous. Give yourself stretch and movement, and we'll make our way to an easy seat. Some heady stuff, getting into these philosophy aspects in our short practice, but hopefully it's something to carry with you All right, as you making your way upright, you can bring your hands to your heart, offer yourself a bow of acknowledgement for your effort, knowing that when you're taking care of yourself, you are inherently taking care of the world around you. If you'd like to chant Om, big breath in. Deep bow of gratitude. Thank you so much for sharing your time and your practice. Please drink your water, be a good neighbor, and I'll see you tomorrow.